暮らしにと結構の入れだ。クラスの人気者さ。今では映画化にテレビドラマ、睡眠の車の中、侵略の暇もないや。エリアルエリアル、本当にやりたいことってなんだって。あの日に戻ってもう一度思い出せたらいいな。ああきっと思ったより未来が透けて見えちゃうリアルに押しつぶされて疲れた僕にドキドキ見せてよ。終えたコントローラー、街を動かすまま君の本当の歌聞かせて。終えたコントローラー、僕と始めようか。君のその言葉抱きしめて。今年もやってきた UFO お感謝祭。人生って笑ったもの勝ちの丸だけさ、そういったあいつも今じゃいい指示のインベーダー。惑星も死者も勝って今でもふるさとの遠い銀河思い出す時もあるんだ。友達は割とみんな堅実なエイリアン。本当になりたいものってなんだって。あの日に戻ってもう一度僕に教えてよ。ああきっと思ったより未来は透けて見えちゃうリアルで。全部科学者がそう分かっていた。宇宙の果てまで終えるコントローラー、街を動かすまま君の本当の歌聞かせて。終えるコントローラー、僕と始めようか。君のその言葉抱きしめて。 地球のよ開けてはまたむくり返すこの星の重力のもと悪い夢からいつか目を覚まして新しい朝があなたに訪れてだけど多分そこに僕はいない逃げ出した朝ピントは届かない常に描いた夢並みに消え空がもう言わずに溶けてた例えばいつか突然ふと消えちゃうような不安な夜は壊れるまで抱きしめたいよあなたがいつかふといなくなって孤独な日々が死んでしまうくらい怖いよそしていつか星になったあなたを追って月まで来たら壊れるまで抱きしめたいよ
Hey, give me a second. I think I need to restart this because for some reason the music just stopped. Like everything on here just stopped. I don't. Yeah. Give me one moment. I honestly don't know what happened with it. Oh shit! I can hear that. Where's my? Okay, there goes the sound for the Nukani. Okay.
New Carnival
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, hi, welcome. I don't know why the sound just like magically died for some reason. Yes, baby. Anyway, hi, welcome. Oh my god. I gotta like set everything up. It has been a while. I know it's been like a month. It's always been a month every time I do this. I really wanted to do this earlier, but life was lifing, so hello. Yeah, life was lifing, so that's how that was going. But we're good now, so you know. Okay. I once again literally have not read the event, so this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna like read off of this screen here. I'm not actually gonna have this open because if I'm not mistaken, if I have the actual window open, it like lags the game. So I think I'ma just keep it like this. There's 15 days left. I didn't know that there was like 2 weeks left and I still had time to do this. I didn't know that there was like two weeks left. I thought it was ending this Thursday. Fuck. I could have given myself more time to recuperate, but it's fine. Oh. This actually... Oh, this actually sounds so pretty, though. Why is the music so pretty? What? Why is the music so pretty? I didn't know that. I didn't... Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Alright, so... Oh, fuck! Event story is completely different. Completely separate, I mean. Alright, Trial of the Gods is... Oh, it's one of these again. Ah. Things that give you the boosts. The boosty boosties. Fuck it. I might as well just go him. Pretty music and pretty men. Honestly! Honestly. Okay, can I be so real? Can I be so real? Edmund is so wife-coded. Like, Edmund is so wife-coded with that outfit. Pleasantly surprised. I normally do not care for Eddie just because it's not my type. However, he's just pretty. Pretty. He's so wife. Like, honestly, he is so wife. Also, look at Ollie. Look at Ollie. If I could zoom in, I would. Look at you. Of course, Quincy is asleep. When isn't Quincy asleep? Alright, okay, so those are the battles. I don't have to do the battles right now. We can just fucking zoom through the story since there's no battles in the story. Alright. And hopefully my voice won't, like, die too bad. So, you know, let's see where this goes. Let's see how this goes. Everyone looks gorgeous or has the most trash fits in game. He is so pretty. He's so pretty. Alright, I've got half a bottle of water here. This is probably not going to be enough. I'm probably going to have to stop at some point to grab a second bottle of water, but you know what, it's fine. Alright, let's hop in. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay, the trap. This is like kind of loud in my ear. Hold on. I need to like lower my volume down. Finally made it. I didn't expect there to be such a large tribe this deep in the forest. Thankfully, we had Mr. Quincy to guide us. If it were just Aiden and I'm sure we would have gotten lost long ago. I'm like trying to adjust my headphones so I can like hear things properly. Which sounds weird. It sounds weird. There's a process. Okay? Yeah, that's right. Well, fuck. I love when my brain just does things. Yeah, that's Quincy for you. The most reliable forest guide you can get. I know, that look means so troublesome. Topper! I love you, Topper. Best boy.
No.
But Topper says going out together is a blast. I hope we can smoothly finish this task entrusted to us. So we'll have some time to look around. It's like hard to see. Do I need my glasses? I hope I don't need my glasses. It's kind of like hard to see. Oh my god, I'm not sure if you guys can see me leaning forward. Let me go grab my glasses, because I can't see. Give me one moment. I made a miscalculation. I don't normally need my glasses. I made a miscalculation. Take like a bunch of compliments from people who think he's the coolest, strongest guy. They were right over, like, on my windowsill and shit. Oh my god! Glasses are amazing. You ever need to see? Just get some glasses. Oh my god. Everything is less blurry now. Who would have guessed? Man, I need to go see an eye doctor. I need to get new glasses. This shit has gotten so much worse. Speaking of the task, where's Edmund? He should have gotten here before us. We're currently guests in the home of someone else. Try to curb your enthusiasm. He's so cute. Quincy, Olivine, thank you for accompanying Aiden here. Don't mention it. I'm very happy for this chance to come here. Oh. Yeah. Listen, I didn't notice that my eyesight had gotten worse until I got out of work one night. Lately I've been getting out of work during the day when it's still daylight out instead of late at night like I used to. But they're putting me back on the night schedule, so I got out late and I only realized how bad my eyesight was during the night because it's dark and it's harder to see things, and I realized everything was so much more blurry than I realized in the daytime. It was actually wild. I'm just walking to my bus and I'm like, fuck, I can't see shit. I'm like, ooh, where is everything? I'm like, I know the bus stop is here, but it's so fuzzy. Also, please feel free to tell me if, like, my audio balancing is off, like, please. If anything sounds weird, just, like, let me know. Don't mention it. I'm very happy for this chance to come here. What's the task? Let me introduce you first. This is Mr. Wales, a scholar who will be traveling with us. He is the entrusting party mentioned in the letter.
Konnichiwa.
Oh. Awesome! Hello, Mr. Wales. How can we help you? Grand Sorcerer, please! Please save my ruins! Oh boy.
What?
Save your ruins? Starting here, we're inside the ruins. Be careful where you step.
Whoa.
Oh, these things are bigger than I imagined. All around them are broken pillars. Fortunately, the ceiling has entirely crumbled and disappeared, so there is no immediate danger of collapse. So, what's this ruin-saving business all about? It's a long story. What you see here right now is a stone site, discovered by my archaeology team. This group of pillars once made a grand temple. Its existence is predating that of the Kleinster Kingdom. Now only a small part is visible, but the actual site is even bigger. Aside from this temple, it's likely an entire village of tribal civilization once existed here. Building something so massive does take a lot of labor power. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there used to be a settlement nearby. The discovery of the existence of such an ancient civilization truly is an exciting one. Mr. Wales, might I ask why you need to ask the Grand Sorcerer for help? Those stubborn old fools above blamed for that, are to blame for that, fuck. Glasses on and I'm still struggling to read, look at me go. Establishing a slew of strange regulations. Allow me to explain. The archaeology team detected powerful essence deep inside the ruins. According to the regulations, it must be investigated before they can go into research. It's because of this powerful essence that they're asking Aiden.
Ah.
Indeed. Although it is as Although it is as yet impossible to determine the source of the essence, the observed results are similar to the essence of gemstone altars. Hence...
Oh.
I get it. The people upstairs are worried these ancient ruins might have something to do with the Grand Sorcerer, so they want me to check? Some traces of essence here do linger. Why is it written like that, hello? I thought I was having a stroke! Some traces of essence do linger here, but I don't feel any strong fluctuations. What about you, Mr. Quincy? No. Why is it so cursed? Probably because Kuya lives there. Probably because Peepaw lives there. I just realized, let me go close my door, hold on. Anyway, I blame Peepaw for everything. Oh. God. Oh my god. I almost sneezed. Whew, we almost sneezed. We're good. Your vibes are making this forward rancid with the weird dreams and illusion magic. Honestly, truly. That's because we haven't ventured very deep yet. We detected essence further inside. Please, hurry up and follow me. Oh, knights. Reporting, Vice Captain. The elder of the nearby tribe came to ask about stationing the archaeology team. Edmund, Mr. Wales went ahead with the others. You want to ask them to wait?
Yeah.
It matters not. I will settle affairs here and return to meet with you later. You hurry along now. Don't get separated from the others in the ruins. Alright, got it. Aiden runs to catch up with the others. Unconsciously, he notices a mural preserved in a slightly more complete state. Ropes have been put up around it by the archaeology team to mark the research area.
Hmm?
Which one of you did that? Which one of you did that? Excuse me. What? Bro! I just closed my door! Don't look at me like that. I just closed my door. And you just busted it wide open like you pay rent. Dumb cat. You really busted that shit open like you pay rent. Rude ass cat. The image on this wall. The colors are so faint you can barely make anything out. You have sharp eyes, Grand Sorcerer. This is one of our major discoveries. Mr. Wales told us just now that this large wall is in all likelihood used to be a rather spectacular sequential mural. Little criminal she is. Why is it technique is used to make these murals different from what you find in Klein today, but they're more complex than simple drawings? Aiden looks carefully. Figures with a variety of shapes are engaged in physical movement on the wall, while trees and primitive structures fill up the empty space. My brain is inventing things. The scene portrayed appears to be of the wood territory. These people are dressed beautifully. Though the lack of fabric is about the same as the current Klein. Music kicked up, I'm scared. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. No. These might not be humans. Oh, Quincy knowing things because of course Quincy knows things. Quincy always knowing things and never saying that he knows things. Not humans? Oh, might you also be a researcher? Nah, he's just old. He's just old. Oh my god. Where's my... He's just old. I'm getting tired of smiling so much. I gotta turn off the face. No. I love you, Quincy. You're great, dude. Quincy the Nowhere strikes again. Yep. In any case, you are correct. It's the small people at the bottom of the mural that are humans. As for the beautifully dressed people above, they probably depict the gods. The tribespeople believed in back then. Gods? Not just one then. Correct. The ancient tribe believed in multiple gods. The tribe coexisted with the forests, so they've always had their own unique ways of understanding all things in nature. Take a good look. What features do these gods have? This one... They have wings on their head. Here's one with flowers wrapped around their hands and feet. Does that mean they're a god of flora?
Oh,
Huh, I found one in the corner. They're carrying a ton of weapons. I bet they must be a god of strength or war or something. Olivine, it's time to learn about different religions. Honestly, he'd be chill with it. He'd probably be chill with it. Very good. That's how the people of old used to see the world. Be it wings, flowers, or weapons, people will see things they rely on for survival as gods. They will worship them and present offerings in hope of receiving protection or help from the gods. The Holy Book records that the will of the 5 sons of the god of Klein became the elemental spirits. They exist all throughout the Klein continent and have formed grass and trees as we now see. The tribesfolk of old not only believed in the power of the elemental spirits as gods, they also gave them these concrete forms. These murals are incredibly precious records. Olivine is so chill with it. I love him. But faith in these gods has all but disappeared. Well said. Coincidentally, the latter part of this mural might record the reason for the gods' disappearance. Look here. Humans present offerings to the gods. I believe this is the root cause of destruction. The humans offer a water jar. Why would this be the root of cause of destruction? The water jar might just be a symbol representing that there's a limit to what humans can offer, yet all the gods want it. The gods began fighting over the offerings, each bringing their arms and displaying their might, and the god that finally emerged victorious was... I hope it stays that way and nothing bad happens. That sounds a little foreboding. As the scholar explains, he traces his finger along the mural. When he finally stops, only the rough surface of the stone is visible. The whole thing crumbled in such an important place. What a cliffhanger. This is what makes archaeology interesting. Inferring the past based on extant historical ruins. But don't fret, the story isn't finished yet. Yeah. The scholar takes a big step forward, skipping over several damaged parts of the wall and points at the next mural. The mural after shows lightning strikes and landslides. Natural disasters are seen as the anger of the gods. That is the reason I infer the water jar to be the root cause of destruction. The watershed must be the crumbled mural. Oh, careful. Whoa! From the corner of his eyes, Quincy sees a piece of stone loosen. He grabs Aiden by the back of his collar and pulls him away. Get scruffed, idiot! That was close. These ruins are old. Don't stay too long. Mr. Quincy is right. We should finish the task that was entrusted to us first. Yes, yes, yes. Please begin your investigation. I have a bad habit of droning on and on. Sure. You want us to find the source of the essence, right? I'm good at that. I just release a little bit of essence and go where the reaction is strongest. Grabbed Aiden like a cat yet again. Aiden releases essence with practiced ease. A warmth impossible to describe flows all around and slowly fills the ancient ruins. Huh? This feeling.
What? Elemental spirits, hello?
Endless light. Oh, fuck. Ah! My hand. Endless light surrounds him as Aiden is the only one left in the entire space. Colorful spots of light dance like musical notes. Are these the elemental spirits? Why are you here? What do you want to tell me this time? The spots of light bop in the air to the tune of soft words, excited as if meeting an old friend. He's getting so good at being a sorcerer. He is! He really is. What? You want to do it all again? No, you can't do something like that again. Oh, no.
Eito?
Aiden, are you alright? Grand Sorcerer, why are you spacing out? Little devil, withdraw your essence. Something's off. Oh. Ow! Why is it always loud? Why is it always loud? The words barely left Quincy's mouth when the countless spots of light suddenly explode inside the ruins and surround the men. Oh no! Jump! Elemental spirits. These ruins hide ancient elemental spirits? No wonder they became so lively upon touching Hayden's essence. Not good. As if satisfied with the reaction of the humans, the light burns brighter. A strong wind suddenly begins to blow, making their footing less and less stable. Oh, it's such a strong wind. What's going on? Mr. Quincy, hold on to Aiden. Aww. They're worried about Aiden. A halo of essence in the priest's palm quickly expands, the ad hoc essence barrier covering the scholar and pushing him out of range of the essence storm. Too late. I can only push Mr. Wales out of the way. Hold on tight. Oh. No! Stop! Stop her doing a little spinny. Oh no. No, guy almost got blown away. Powerful essence fluctuations cause the entire ruins to quake. The last thing they see is a corner of the mural crumble, stone striking the ground. The space expands, twists, and turns like ripples in water. As if having a new lease on life, the spots of light filling the ruins throb orderly, as if engaged in restless song and dance. The way poor Topper got blown around. Oh no, the little guy. Poor little Top. My head is killing me. I feel like I'm about to throw up.
大丈夫だよ。
You're fine. Just get up slowly. Such a warm voice. And there's a sweet scent. Aiden, really. Always getting into awkward positions. Ah! He's so pretty. Good morning, Aiden. The heart eyes! The heart eyes! This motherfucker is so gay. Also, I love how Olivine and Quincy were sturdy enough to hang in there, but they both had to grab Aiden. I know, right? I love that for them! I love that for them. Honestly, the only reason that Aiden has survived this long is because his boys look out for him. I'm gonna be so real. Aiden and his two broad-shouldered, big-titty BFs in a very bad ruined state. Oh my god. You are right. Stop, bitch! Oh my god. Aiden, I'm gonna need you to stop playing with the chain. That hand movement is doing something to me. I'm gonna try to ignore it as best as I can. Rabbit's thumping. The rabbit is thumping. God. Anyway. I'm not looking at him. I need to focus on the text box. Did the god of Klein summon me? Why else would I be seeing you dressed in an immaculate white robe, Olivine? Oh my god, you are so fucking gay! Aiden and Ray do love to fonger stuff on their clothes. Oh my god. Honestly... Just put your hand down. Put your fucking hand down, please. All while lying in your vast and warm embrace, spots of light dance around like excited elemental spirits. He is so gay! Elemental spirits! Oh my god. Hidden suddenly recalls the events that transpired before he passed out, and he gets up in a hurry. As his eyes meet his companions, he senses something different. He looks, like, extra feminine here. He looks, like, extra feminine. This attire... Is it strange? No! It's not. It's sexy as hell. The problem is it's so sexy, I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. That is a way to put it. Oh my gosh. Mother is mothering. Mother is mothering! If you feel unsure, ask the messenger god. They will convey the words of the gods. Here's one with flowers wrapped around their hands and feet. Does that mean they're a god of flora? If you feel cold and hungry, ask the harvest god. They will bestow blessings with love. I found another one in the corner. They're carrying tons of weapons. I bet they must be a god of strength or war or something. If you feel afraid, ask the war god. They will fight for those who swear allegiance. I'm messenger god Aiden. I hereby invite harvest god Olivine to attend the gathering of the gods. Huh? Oh, words and images were poured straight into my mind and I spoke without thinking. Even for ancient elemental spirits, expressing their ideas like this has got to be too direct. Aiden, what you just said, did you learn this from the elemental spirits? Yeah, when I released essence inside the ruins, I could suddenly hear them. Speaking of which, those elemental spirits pulled us into what appears to be an illusion. That's exactly what happened. Oh yeah, what about Quincy and Topper? I found you first, but I haven't seen Mr. Quincy or Topper. Perhaps they were split up when the essence hit us? Mr. Quincy. I hope he's probably that god holding weapons. If that's the case, we've got nothing to worry about. Even when he's not a god, Quincy's got strength for days. The elemental spirits playing with these boys like dolls in a dollhouse. Really? Honestly, truly, deadass. Oh, I'm so sorry if you heard that. Oh, y'all definitely heard my joints creaking. Oh. Before we were pulled into this illusion, you said you can't do something like that again. What did you mean? Those elemental spirits were causing a racket inside my head, saying they wanted to hold another competition.
Yeah.
A competition? Oh, is that what Mr. Wales mentioned? The gods fighting for offerings? That's right. I'm pretty sure that's the reason they turned us into gods from the mural. Based on prior experience, dipping in and out of illusions, we have to satisfy the culprit's wish to make it out safely. More tricks. Once again, we're screwed over by tricks. Spirits pushing Olivine, Aiden and Olivine together. Now kiss. The spirits really fight, fight, fight. Kiss, kiss, kiss. If Mr. Wales knew what happened to us, I bet he'd jump with excitement learning these gods' names and even playing their roles. Perhaps we're not simply playing them. The harvest god takes a step. To surprise, he doesn't leave behind footprints, but budding flowers. After entering the illusion, knowledge about the gods flooded my mind. How the harvest god controls the harvest of grain, the health of livestock. How every place visited turns into climate suitable for growth. And besides that, I feel power not mine that I can nevertheless use expertly and naturally. It's a bit embarrassing to say, but this must be the power of the harvest god, no? I'm sorry, the way he just like dipped down there did something to me. I don't know what. With hands no strangers to physical labor, Olivine gently picks up the flower bud and petals unfurl as it blooms. Aiden, you're the messenger god, responsible for controlling the exchange between gods and humans. How do you accomplish that? I think I convey what the gods want to say to humans, and occasionally help build communication between the two. Doesn't that mean I'm just a translator? So that's also a kind of god? Being able to directly hear and understand the words of the gods and conveying their intent. That suits you, Aiden. To be honest, I think your ability to make flowers insta-bloom is much cooler. I wonder if the messenger god has any other special power. Aiden, you're floating.
Hmm?
What? Oh my god. He's just going, he's just... Oh my god. That was peak. The wings on my head aren't just for show? Oh my god. Someone ties some like concrete to his ankles so he could stay on the ground. Too damn high. No one taught me how to fly. Oh, no. Huh? The unfamiliar movement causes Hayden to panic. Fortunately, just the thought of descending crosses his mind. His body slides down on the wind and comes to a halt. Then a boundless vista opens up in front of him. I didn't think this illusion would have such a large forest, rivers, and even plains and hills. It's just like some place that actually existed, brought back to life by the elemental spirits.
Hmm?
That huge structure on the left, is that... Hayden? Are you alright up there? I'm fine. Olivine, listen to me. Oh, there he goes. Oh. You gave me quite a fright, Aiden. I was worried you were about to fly off. Yeah, that had me break out in a cold sweat. But the liftoff wasn't without its rewards. There's a temple at the end of the road on the left. Strong essence reaction there, so it's probably where the gods gather. You go check it out first, Olivine. Then what about you, Aiden? I have to go find a certain war god who wandered off. Hee 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 hee. You gonna go get him. The way he just fucking floated off for no reason. Oh my god. That was actually genuinely hilarious. Like, I expected it to stop at some point. As I was reading, I was waiting for it to stop at some point, but no, he just kept going. What? Made my way here purely on instinct. Wonder if I should fly around to look once more. Ah, revered messenger god, you finally arrived. These people, are they from the tribe? I beg you to convey our prayers so that we may earn the war god's blessing. I so happen to be looking for the war god. Do you folks know where he is? Please, look up. He dozed off on top of that cliff. That's way too far away. Just how did you think we were going to get his blessing when you're hiding all the way over here? But we can't approach the war god. It would evoke his wrath. If you're worried about taking him off, why bother praying to him at all? We're setting off on the path of trials tomorrow. As long as we can finish half the journey, it means the gods acknowledge us, and we become warriors of the tribe. But if none of the gods look at us after setting off on the path of trials, but if none of the gods look after us, setting off on the path of trials will be the end of us. What the hell is the path of trials? Quincy, wake the fuck up! We are in a situation! Okay, so it's something important, right? I'll relay your words. Wait here. Just goes grab a stick and pokes Quincy, just like, hello. Hello. Good morning. Just poke, poke, poke. Good morning. Hello. Can you wake up? Quincy. War god. Hello. Quincy, I finally found you. Why are you the only one dropped out here in the boondocks? Hearing his name being called, the war god's closed eyelids stir. However, his expression shows not his usual lethargy, causing the noisy youth to stop in his tracks. God, I love when he is just tits out. The drip on The drip! The drip! The drip. Okay, the drip. I see. The drip. Alright. The drip on Quincy. He's not wearing it. They're carved from the same piece of marble. Yo. Veins on his arms stand out more than usual, looking as tangible as the totem tattooed on top. Oh my god.
Whoa!
Is this the war god's might? I can't help but feel he's even bigger. Like he can pick me up with one hand. No, just 2 fingers. So cute. Oh my god. Best boy, best outfit. He's the best dressed here. He's the best dressed here. I'm sorry, everybody else go home. He's best. He's the best one. Oh my god, he's got there's so much. Oh, I love you, Topper. right, you're okay. Are you alone? And the priest. Oliver and I split up. I came looking for you. I'll keep this short. The ancient elemental spirits in the ruins got excited and pulled us into an illusion, making us play the roles of past gods. Okay. As you can see, I play the messenger god, Olivine is the harvest god, and you're the war god. Like us, you were probably given some memories that belong to the god. Okay. Hello, Earth to God. You're way too calm. In any case, the elemental spirits want to replay some old competitions. According to the story told by the murals, this battle started from offerings presented by humans. So we now go to the banquet and wait for offerings. Yeah, but before we go, you have to first respond to the prayers of those tribespeople at the foot of the mountain. They're about to set off on the path of trials and hope to achieve the war god's blessing. You've probably received the war god's special powers, right? Can you do anything? Yes, but I won't. They're merely looking for reassurance. It's up to them to make it through the danger and earn approval. Looking for reassurance. Alright, I know how to translate that. Excuse me, what did the war god say? The war god heard your prayers and is happy to bless you to smoothly pass the trial. But he's held up and can't make it, so he asks his proxy to bless you all. Give it up for Okay. Give it up for Twilight Star Showmax Lucifer Topper the Third. My boy. That is the best blessing that anybody could receive. That is the best blessing that anybody could receive. The way he just floated down so gracefully. Oh my goodness, Topper. Twilight Star Show. Oh, what a complex and majestic knee. Oh, they're falling for it. Oh, they're falling for it. Full title drop, let's go. Most powerful god in the Pantheon. You are so right. Oh, I'm so determined. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna perish. Oh, I'm gonna die of cuteness. I'm gonna die of beaties. The white figure jumps from the messenger god's shoulders and hops across the heads of several humans, patting them with his fluffy tail. Oh no. You've been... Oh god, I can't even speak. You've been bestowed with the war god's blessing. Now go out there and break a leg. Oh, thank you, messenger god and proxy war god. We'll return safely. You and the little guy are too reckless. If you want to call somebody reckless, how about those elemental spirits in the ruins? We're not even close. If we can't finish the story on the mural because we're short one war god, we can't go back to the settle score with those elemental spirits, now can we? Thank you, spirits, for letting Topper play gods with the boys, honestly. Our victory depends on you, war god Quincy. Troublesome again. Towering stone pillars are arranged in rows to form a vast temple. Setting foot on the stairs is like walking into the clouds, and the splendor dazzling the eyes.
Whoa.
This is what those ruins looked like before they were destroyed? So this is the temple where the gods gathered. It is gorgeous. Can we take a second? Can we take a second? Like, it is gorgeous. That is amazing. I love that. Fearless war god, revered messenger god, the banquet has already started. The gods are waiting for you two.
네.
Let's find and join the priest first. It's gonna suck, speaking as Quincy. The moment the war god's low voice sounds out, the human servant lets out a frightened gasp as if struck by lightning. I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. Have mercy on me, war god, forgive me.
오야 오야.
Quincy, right now you won't just scare off the little kids, even big adults. Messenger god, I beg you, ask the war god to forgive me. Yo, bro, chill. Don't worry, he's not angry. Just take us to the banquet first. Yo, people are fucking terrified of the war god. People are fucking scared. The gods. They sure live in luxury. Oh god, my voice like broke. What are you holding? Oh, this cup of wine? We just passed a fountain that spouts wine. I helped myself to a cup. After all, we're gods right now, so we better act like fishes in water at this banquet. Hayden, Mr. Quincy, excellent, you've made it safely. Sorry to keep you waiting. Has anything happened? Nothing has happened so far. It's just that I'm unable to grasp what the other gods are thinking. I can only vaguely sense they react to music, as if they really enjoy the banquet. Oh, if you ask me, they do look happy, bouncing up and down. Also, there's some human servants helping with the banquet, but I'm unable to speak with them. Whatever I say, they always assume I want food or wine. Aiden, don't get white girl wasted. No, he can't hear me through the wings. Oh my god. Let him get white girl wasted. I want to see what happens. No wonder you have a small mountain of food by your side. It was the same with Quincy just now. The moment he opened his mouth to ask a question, he scared the socks off the human servants, thinking they'd pissed off the war god. Poor Quincy. Quincy's probably gonna have a little bit of trauma with this. It would seem that back then it really was just the messenger god who can convey the war god's words to humans. Revered messenger god, there's a human outside the temple requesting an audience. They say they have a treasure they want to offer the gods. A treasure? Could it be the offering from the mural? Let him in right away. Ooh. It's the jug! The summoned human carries a silver platter as they make their way to the temple and carefully present the object on the platter to the gods. That's it, alright. The water jug from the mural. Revered messenger god, greetings. Don't be so nervous, just take it slow. Thank you for your tolerance. Our tribe came across a treasure that we want to offer to all the gods. We found this water jar made of gold, decorated with fine silk ribbon that says Grand Being. Whatever it might mean, only the gods are worthy of possessing this. Our tribe wouldn't dare to keep it. Thank you for the gift. Could you let me take a look? You again. Don't just start talking in other people's heads. Aiden, did the gods say anything? This is the offering they all wanted back then. The treasure that proves that they are grand beings. Shaking and quaking in their boots, making the Yakumo wibble sound. Honestly. The overwhelming ancient essence makes it difficult for Aiden to speak clearly. The next moment, the source of pressure suddenly changes. The war god strides forward and grabs the golden jar from the platter. This belongs to the war god. Mr. Quincy, have you seen this in the war god's memories? Yeah. Thieves stole it from the war god's treasure trove.
Huh?
What? Someone stole this jar from the war god's treasure trove? No! Our elder found this jar in the animal trail. We wouldn't dare steal from the gods. Please believe me. He doesn't seem to be lying. The other gods think so too. They say the war god loves to plunder, so he must be thinking of a way to keep the jar for himself. If he doesn't have any proof. I have no proof. Humans can't enter the war god's treasure trove, and thieves didn't leave any clues when they stole this jar. Oh. Oh no. A tremor suddenly runs through the temple, toppling the wine and food off the table and onto the ground. Chaos erupts instantly. Have mercy, war god! We really didn't steal it! Please come to me first. Kneeling over there is very dangerous. Is the harvest god angry too? He wants to grab me. The harvest god isn't angry. It's someone else who's angry. Never mind. Just stay still. The harvest god will protect you. Aiden, this is exactly what the mural portrayed. After humans offered the jar to the gods clashed with each other over it. After all the gods started fighting, the final scene following the damaged part of the mural was... disaster. Before disaster strikes, the temple might just collapse because of this. We have to take these humans outside. Go. I will stall the gods. But we're unable to communicate directly with the gods. Communicating is the messenger god's business. The war god has his own way to solve things. Quincy? Wait, are you thinking about kicking their asses? That's pretty much the definition of disaster. Damn it, there's only one treasure, and it's not like there are a bunch of kids who can settle things with a simple brawl. Hold on. Could it be that we were dragged into this illusion because they weren't happy with the fight that broke out over the treasure back then? They want to hold a competition again? Quincy, give me the jar! Hurry! Oh. Oh! The messenger god catches the jar thrown by the war god and immediately flies up into the center of the temple. He raises the jar high like a trophy. Everyone be silent! Let's hold a competition. The winner can take this jar. The tremors subsided slightly. They seem to be willing to listen to you, Aiden. Do you want a competition, little devil? That's right, competition. The question is, what competition is easy, safe, and fair, and doesn't cause the gods to fight, and doesn't get picked apart by those picky elemental spirits? After flying high, Aiden's field of vision is completely different from usual. As he thinks, he casts a look at the region they just passed through. Words suddenly sound in his mind. Setting off on the path of trials tomorrow. As long as we can finish the half of the journey, it means the gods acknowledge us and we become warriors of the tribe. That's it. Since the jar is an offering from the humans to the gods, grand being is also a term of respect from the humans. So, let humans represent the gods of in this competition. According to tribal conventions, those who make it through half the path of trials oh my god. I was doing so good. According to the tribal conventions, those who make it through half the path of trials have what it takes to become warriors. That shows the path of trials is super dangerous, so if a god can bless humans to compete in the path, they will probably deserve the offering of humans, no? The tremors in the temple gradually subside. The elemental spirits gather in groups of light, shining in different colors. They gradually return to their original shapes as if having restored the calm. Those rowdy folk agree. competition will be a race. The god who can protect their chosen human until the end of the path of trials will first will get this jar. Oh god, my brain broke there for a second. God, I locked in so good and then I locked out. Oh man. How many is this? 14. Okay, we're almost halfway done. If no one is opposed, we'll leave the jar in the temple. Before a winner has been decided, no one can take it. And you, who offered the jar. Yes, Revered Messenger God, are you appointing me to participate in the competition? I'm more than scared as hell. Scared as he is. Who would have the heart to tell him to participate? Please, go back to tell your fellow tribespeople that the gods will visit in the next few days to choose candidates to represent them in competition. Of course, we also welcome volunteers to come forward and join the competition on behalf of the gods. After taking care of things, the messenger god lands with the jar and places it on the table in the center. I suppose this means we handled things the right way, no? At least no one's bickering anymore. Why a race? It was a flash of inspiration. I remembered what those tribespeople praying to you said. If they compete as representatives, conflict will be less likely to occur, don't you think? The fact is, though, that we have no clue how they decided victory back then. In other words, whatever sort of competition we want to hold this time is probably up to us, no? A race can indeed clearly distinguish victory and defeat. That way, it does meet the expectations of the ancient elemental spirits. They have thoughts about how the competition is held. No, they're saying someone seized the opportunity to escape. Don't tell me it's him. The human servant standing looking around anxiously with fear written on his face.
Nah.
You know what's going on? Yes, there's some new servants today. We didn't have any time to instruct them on how to attend to the gods yet, so we didn't let them take part in the banquet. Among them was someone who thought they weren't qualified to attend to the gods, so... This is an illusion. The escapee's story isn't told in the mirror. Pay it no heed. No, this feels a little bit important. If the spirits brought it up, I feel like this is a little bit important, you know? No, it's because this is an illusion. The elemental spirits want to reenact the competition from back then, so there's no point in including unrelated plots, is there? And fleeing right after I announced we'd choose the grandest god by means of a race is just too much of a coincidence. You think so too, priest? We'll only know the answer if we find the person who fled. As it stands, we want to look for candidates to take part in the competition. He really said I want out and I want out ASAP. Honestly. If this servant is good at fleeing, they might just be suitable candidate for the competition, no? 2 against 1. What about you, Topper? 3 against 1. Let's go. Quincy knows things. I see movement at about 100 steps ahead and to the left. But the trees are too dense. I can't make out his direction. In the forest, a straight line might not be the quickest. This person is not from the tribe. I'll think of a way to stall him. Please take care of the pursuit, Mr. Quincy. Growth will bring harvest. Please, sprout for me. Ooh! As the harvest god chants softly, an essence stronger than anything before quickly spreads through the forest. The tree closest to the fleeing servant grows with incredible speed, its branches blocking the path. Only to be cut by the slash of the servant's blade. Mr. Quincy, they're armed. No matter. I'm pursuing. Is this Eddie? Without a second thought, the war god runs to the fleeing person's side, turning the spear around in his hand before blocking the servant with its shaft. This is another one with Quincy in his feels like my man Rush shaking my head. No! No, make them all suffer. Who's that? Oh. Quincy, you got him. Yep, it's Eddie. Quincy. Aiden?
Huh?
He's so pretty! What? Edmund, hold on. I got a break. Get out of the way. Oh. Let me guess. Falls right on top of him, shoujo style. Oh no! What happened? Are you feeling any better, Aiden? Much better. But my face isn't what's most important right now. Edmund, what are you doing here? That's what I want to ask. Upon returning to the ruins, I suddenly felt powerful essence fluctuations. That's when Mr. Wales ran over screaming. He said wind suddenly began to rage in the ruins, and that you three had disappeared without a trace. I decided to venture in to investigate, only to lose consciousness the moment I set foot inside the ruins. When I woke up, I was wearing these garments, and I was surrounded by a group of strangers demanding I attend to the gods. Oh, yes! Oh! Oh my god, God! Aiden's probably gonna say this line, but I'm gonna say it right now. Edmund is not a servant, he is the god of beauty right now. Woo! I was so focused on chasing Edmund that I didn't properly get to admire his looks. His long hair let down, completely swaying along with the white ropes. It's Edmund who's a god. God of beauty. I said it! I said he was gonna say the exact same line. I was right. Also, hi! I was right. Oh my god, I knew exactly what this motherfucker was gonna say. I said it anyway. The humans offering Edmund up to the gods like maybe the war god won't kill us if we give him the prettiest among us. Give him a wife. You what? Offer the war god a wife. Here for 10 minutes before I have to dip out again. That's chill. But oh my god. Yep, I called the line exactly. That is fucking funny. Edmund is very pretty. His long hair let down, completely swaying along with this white robe. It's Edmund who is a god. God of beauty. In any case, it proved impossible to gather sufficient intelligence with my movements restricted. I judged that staying wouldn't allow me to change the situation, so I seized the opportunity presented by the chaos to leave. Looks like you were dragged into this mess with us, Edmund. The circumstances aren't the same. The knight isn't a god. Sir Edmund plays a role of a fleeing servant, but the mural in the ruins doesn't describe a scene like this at all. A force is approaching. It seems the other gods from the banquet have followed us. As I thought, they can't get the fleeing servant out of their mind. But if Edmund is the character of the subplot, I totally get it. Bitch mood. They're all so pretty. God. Edmund, though! His outfit is so fucking good. And just for an SR. What the fuck? They've been killing it with the SRs, honestly. They've been killing it with the SRs lately, I'm so serious. His hips. His hips are sending me the thighs. If I had an eye tracker right now, they would not have left his hips. I'm so serious. While I'm as yet unclear what is going on, if I am the enemy's target, we should just hand you over? Hell no! We're not letting you go now that we finally met up. Looks like we've got no choice but to put on a show. You... My guy. Childbearing hips. Who said that? Me. Me, bitch. That's who said it. Come, pour me some wine. Oh my god. Oh, Eddie. Eddie. Kuya was such a mid-event SR compared to the newer ones now, and I'm saying that as someone with a 5-star AO Kuya. Oh my god. Mid-outfit wise, yeah. I'm not the only god here. Be sure to take care of the harvest god and war god as well, you pretty servant. Yo, Edmund is gonna kick your ass when you get us out of here, swear. You have my gratitude, Sir Edmund. Oh, Yuri! My Yuri! You're welcome. Enjoy. Oh, my Yuri! I loved him. Oh, Topper is drunk! Of course he is. Topper wraps his fluffy white tail around the wine jar, but before he can spirit it away, the servant takes it back. Yeah, Aiden is a god too. Finish this half cup first, then I shall pour you more. Oh, Topper wants to get so wasted. Listen, I think it would be great if we just had the 3 gods and their wife. The 3 gods and their wife. Pay the little guy no heed. Topper is... I don't know what Topper is. Topper's Topper. Topper is Topper. The war god's proxy. I'm telling you two, no need to be so polite. Edmund is a newbie servant. It's up to us to teach him how to serve gods. Meaning we gotta keep this pretty servant around to order about and not let him flee again. You guys understand. Taking this too far, fraudulent messenger god. Oh my god! I love their dynamic. Just bear with it. It's just for show. We have to wait for those elemental spirits to retreat. Alright. Finally, I can no longer hear them yapping nearby.
What?
Oh. Hold on, don't look at me like you're about to smash my face with the wine jar. There's a reason for this. Yep. That's about what I expected. Get his ass, Edmund. Get his ass! Where's that meme where like the one guy is just like absolutely yapping to the other guy, and the one just like reaches over to like whatever like beer or wine bottle and freaking overhand grabs it like this? Just fucking overhand grabs the thing. That's Edmund right now. Topper is here because the spirits knew Quincy would punch his way out of this illusion immediately without his emotional support animal. You are so right. Holding the competition of the gods once again. I never expected the simple survey of the historic site would have such unfathomable consequences. So far, everything has proceeded as Aiden surmised. As long as we properly play our roles in this competition, we should be able to satisfy the conditions and resolve our predicament. That reminds me, Mr. Quincy, you mentioned at the banquet that the jar human offered originally belonged to the war god. Is there anything special about the jar? The war god's memories tell me that the jar was made by an artisan who was good at magic, so it contains vast power. It can infinitely increase whatever is put into the jar. Infinitely increase whatever is put in the jar? So if you pour water into it, an endless stream of water would flow from it? Isn't that like a horn of plenty? If you put gold inside... You'll have more gold. Such an object is way too dangerous. Regardless of what's put inside, it would lead to serious conflict. That's why getting involved in a military campaign and winning the jar, the war god stored it in treasure trove so that no one could touch it. But later the jar vanished and ended up in the hands of humans, who then offered it to the gods. The person who offered the people who offered the jar didn't seem aware of what made it special. Probably. Maybe they added the ribbons to with the words on it. It wasn't originally there. I just think it's weird. Why would such a fancy jar have a ribbon tied to it like it's someone's trophy? If the competition in the past didn't have a conclusion and the people discovered the power of the jar, this conflict could very likely have spread from gods to humans. It might have even gone on and gone. Oh, could that be what's shown in the last scene of the mural? The gods turning everything upside down, their bickering and causing destructive disaster? That's why they're not satisfied. When you entered the ruins and used essence, you gave them a chance to do it over again. When you put it like that, maybe it's not just a new competition those elemental spirits want, but also a satisfying result to the competition. And here I was thinking conclusion would do. Any conclusion would do. Second matters where the jar ends up. I have a safe proposal. I take part in the race as a candidate representing the gods. This is no ordinary race. It takes several days of ordinary humans to pass the path of trials on foot. Though I was not endowed with godly powers like you, my essence still functions normally, and my physical capabilities have not weakened. I still hold an advantage over the competition. If Sir Edmund is willing, that would be wonderful. You're the only one of us who can participate. Leaving this place requires our concentrated effort. Of course I'm willing to participate. Hehe, let's raise our glasses to our first competitor we found. Oh my fucking god. Aiden, did you get white girl wasted? You're too complacent. But you're the one who poured this wine. And besides, we don't get a chance to enjoy all the food and drink at the banquet We didn't get a chance to enjoy all the food and drink at the banquet earlier.
Yeah.
And how about a little gathering just for the four of us and Topper? Good idea. An outdoor gathering. What should we do? Keep eating and drinking? Sleep. Of course he would. Just think of it as an ordinary afternoon tea and simply unwind. If you don't mind, I can play a tune to set the mood.
No.
Oh, you're gonna play your harp, Olivine? It seems the harvest god likes this harp. Holding it makes me want to play it. Oh! Ollie! Whenever I hear you sing, Olivine, I feel like my body and mind are being cleansed. Weird. I barely had any wine, so why am I feeling so sleepy? Oh, and he's out. Olivine, you truly are a born musician. I don't trust this. I'm gonna be so real. I don't trust this. I'm gonna be so real. I'm a little scared right now. The gentle sound of the strings and singing resonate. Very soon, everyone has closed their eyes. Why is everyone asleep? Could it be that this harp, like the war god's jar, has special powers? For example, lulling people to sleep? Olivine's soft murmurs are carried off in the breeze, receiving no response from the sleeping humans and gods. The solely awake harvest god isn't discouraged in the least. He raises his unfinished cup of wine and swirls the liquid and looks down upon the human settlement in the distance. This place doesn't differ from the real world. If someone were to say we hadn't actually entered an illusion, I might just believe them. Why would those elemental spirits create such a realistic illusion? Olivine, you will Harvest God, take the jug! Honestly, that's what I was worried about. I was like, please don't get possessed by, like, the Harvest God. Like, y'all are playing roles right now. Please do not get possessed. I haven't looked at chat once. Hold on. I did see the upside down grab beer meme from Noctilucent. I did see it. I haven't played Noctilucent since it first came out. I've been really bad about that. But I did see the comic. Oh, fuck. Nobody mind me dropping shit. I'm fine. We're cool. This is why people are saying Olivine Jigglypuff. Oh, I didn't see that. Stick a cake in front of Edmund and he can run as fast as a god. You are so right. You are so right. This is amazing. Just fantastic. Here we go again. Headache, nausea. Did I drink that much before I fell asleep? Are you okay? Do you want me to get you some water? Oh my god, please tell me Eddie lap pillow. Where do you think you're rubbing? Oh! Slapped his ass! I'm awake, I'm awake! Have mercy, Vice Captain! You were merely pretending to be asleep. No way! I was just wondering why the messenger god can barely hold his liquor without passing out. What? Where did Olivine and Quincy go? They went to look for candidates to represent them in competition. We discussed it earlier. I will participate as the representative of the messenger god. Therefore, I must confirm what manner of blessing you can bestow upon me before formulating a strategy. It seems the messenger god's only powers are communication and flight. The humans ask me to convey their words, but are hardly ever paid for the messenger god's blessings. It's not like I can just scoop you up and fly you to the finish. It feels like I can't help you at all. It's still too early to say he can't help. The messenger god has no difficulty winning the trust of gods and people. That will facilitate the gathering of intelligence ahead of the competition. For example, our knowledge of the path of trials is scarce, so we can spend some time and split up to investigate. I'm gonna just, like, move my hair out of the way. Hold on. Maybe, like, trying to pull my hair behind my headphones. Okay, there we go. Edmund went back to the temple to gather intel from the other servants around there. Since the Path of Trials is a test for the tribal warriors, the people from the nearby tribe should be familiar with it. Is that Olivine? What is he doing there, weaving by himself? Ooh, interesting. The messenger god sneaks up behind the harvest god for a peek. With intense focus, Olivine neatly and orderly weaves one thread after another. How many colors do you think I should use? I knew you'd discover me standing behind you. You have such warm eyes, Aiden. It's impossible not to notice them. Oh, y'all are so cute. What were you doing here, weaving all by yourself? I came to choose a candidate and ran into some older people weaving. I'm quite interested in weaving, so I've been studying from the side. While I can't communicate, they're very familiar and intimate with the Harvest God. They enthusiastically gesture to teach me just like like humans that really existed. Humans that really existed?
Hmm?
This is an illusion, but it's not some place arbitrarily conjured up by the elemental spirits. It's more like their memory of and yearning for the past. With so much time having passed, they're the only ones who can remember the time and place back then. I wonder if it's possible to keep this waiting as a memento after I'm done. I want something to remember this time by. If that's what you want, how about I ask for you? Helping gods and humans communicate what they want to say is the messenger god's special ability. Could you let me try first? I managed to weave with them, so maybe I can also express what I want to say. Granny, the Harvest God has something he wants to say to you. Oh my god, my game is lagging! Excuse me. Could you let me have this piece of cloth as a memento? Despite being unable to communicate verbally, the Harvest God speaks with deliberate slowness, pointing to the unfinished cloth before pointing at himself. Of course! Please, wait! Oh, benevolent Harvest God! Great. Looks like she understood. Eh? The tribal grandmother brings beautiful pieces of cloth from inside the house and piles them up at the Harvest God's feet. No, what I meant is that I just want this little piece of cloth. If it's not enough, I'll go ask my neighbors to present you with oh my god, you with offerings. Granny, what the Harvest God means is, I know, the Harvest God loves beautiful new clothes. Whenever he visits, he takes a lot of cloth with him. Only then will he look after our fields. Oh. Hayden, it's alright. Please tell her that I will go look out the fields. Have them put the cloth on the altar for offerings first. I wonder if Ollie's also feeling some type of way about himself being put on a pedestal. I'm wondering about that. Quincy reliving the fear of the tribe's people, and Olivine having to once again be placed on a pedestal and nobody actually seeing him for him. You know, just a thought. Olivine is loving it in here, and poor Quincy is brooding and scaring everyone with an 80-mile radius. Well, Olivine ain't loving it anymore. The Harvest God touches the unripe fruit hanging from a large tree next to him, instantly causing the ripe fruit to pile up. Perhaps I should accept the offerings and bestow blessings like the Harvest God they know, and not cause trouble for these tribesfolk. Accept the tribesfolk's offerings? The power I have now is much stronger, much purer than simply keeping people company or praying with them. It's enough to directly help these people and realize their wishes in a substantial manner. Even if the people I help here are but an illusion, being able to personally use and spread the powers of the gods is something that I feel incredibly fortuitous. Olivine. The messenger god stares blankly at the Harvest God's satisfied smile. Olivine inclines his head and waves at a child hiding nearby before bending over and offering him fruit. The child approaches cautiously and reaches out to take the fruit before turning his flushed face to the messenger god. Revered messenger god, I like it when the Harvest God visits the village. Every time he comes, there's lots and lots of fruit to eat. Can you ask the Harvest God if I can carve a sculpture of him? This kid wants to carve Olivine's likeness. It's nice getting thanked for our efforts, but we're no real gods.
Yeah.
A Very well. You're okay with it? The tribesfolk are very used to presenting offerings in exchange for corresponding blessings, so this way I can help them. It also allows me to spread the Harvest God's reputation, letting more people know that if they want of anything, they can pray to the Harvest God for blessings. Something's off. Why would Olivine want to spread the Harvest God's reputation? Olivine, do you remember our current goal? I do. We're looking for humans to represent the gods in the race. He's still clear-headed. He hasn't forgotten our original goal, but... Let's help this child carve his sculpture first. We can look for suitable candidates after. Oh... The Harvest God gently pulls the still skeptical messenger god and they walk to the altar with offerings. With every step the Harvest God takes, flowers bloom underneath his feet, exuding an enchanting fragrance. Oh! Aiden, what pose should we strike to make a lasting impression? He got about 2 minutes to be happy. I was a fool for thinking it would last. Goodness gracious me. Oh, no. That fucked it up. Man! I wonder... Can you imagine Olivine just dissociating so hard that the Harvest God was like, oh, mine now, bitch. This is Olivine dissociating. He's done. He's out. Ollie, I'm getting the spray bottle. Stop that! Oh my god. Double! Topper, holding dried meat in his mouth, happily jumps on Quincy's shoulder and gets ready to feast. Who gave you that? It's an offering from the messenger god to the proxy war god. I prayed to him to bring me to the elusive war god. You need me for something. Of course I do. I asked half the tribe before finding out you're not even looking for a competitor, that you're standing on this precipice staring off into space. There are no people or gods here. Don't tell me you're looking for a rock to represent you in the competition. Alva is just really high right now, everything's fine. The competition just needs a winner. Really? And that winner doesn't have to be you? Don't you think it'd be embarrassing if the war god were to lose? Won't the other gods make fun of you? That response seems like the usual Quincy, alright. Am I worrying over nothing? Come, stand next to me.
Hmm?
Huh? What's up? Oh? Aiden stands shoulder to shoulder with the war god and looks down from atop the cliff. The sight makes his eyes light up. The tribe, the temple, the path of trials. You can see everything from up here. Oh! The path of trials. The tribespeople say that half of it is a trial for the warrior. Say the half of it that's a trial for the warriors is a dangerous mountain path of twists and turns and vicious monsters. Everything looks small when you look down from up high. Even the path of trials doesn't seem like such a big deal. Yeah. Yeah. So the competition will conclude without a hitch. If the unbeatable war god says so, then it definitely will. Oh yeah. I don't think I've witnessed the war god's power yet. What is your special power? Don't get too curious. Run very fast, jump very far, or... even fiercer? Why is he like this? He's so annoying! At the bottom of the cliff is a tree with white bark. See it? Yeah, you're gonna cut through the air? You and me. Whoever reaches the tree first wins.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You sure? Don't forget, the Satan can fly. Are you asking me? Oh man, that provocative expression. He's finally starting to look like a war god. Alright, let's do this. Topper, you're the referee. Please do the countdown. Woo! Wee, too cute. I love his little scamper noises. Topper jumps on a rock. After making sure the boatmen can see him clearly, he raises his tail higher and brandishes it to signal the countdown. Alright. Woo. Yo, he's really chilling. He's just chilling. He's like, I'm not doing shit. Oh. Deliberately moving slower than the messenger god, the war god calmly raises his spear and takes several steps back and throws it with all his might. No matter how ridiculous the war god's power might be, he has to first jump off the cliff and run for the tree. There's no way he can be faster than me flying there directly. Alright, victory in the pocket. I won. That doesn't count! Topper, you be the judge! Aiden stands at the agreed upon spot. The white tree, but only sees the war god's spear nailed to it. The weapon has completely pierced the trunk, demonstrating awesome might of the thrower. Oh. Weapons are part of the war god. Seeing the weapon is like seeing the god. I really want to disagree, but I guess you have a point. But from so far away? This is just ridiculous. No matter how strong a war god is, such accuracy shouldn't be possible. Yeah, this isn't the war god's power. Right, so... the war god's real power is massacre. Yeah, sounds about right. The moment it's used, countless lives will be destroyed. So stop asking. So, is that also the intel you gathered from the war god's memories? Are you scared? Anyway, you said this isn't the war god's power, so it's all just a roundabout way of showing off how strong you are. I didn't rely entirely on my strength. The spear can pursue its target.
Whoa.
First a mysterious jar, and now a spear with auto-aim? I get the feeling the war god's treasure trove is filled with mind-boggling treasures. I bet there should be at least one or two things among the treasures that could be useful during the race, no? Even if there's no need to win, you don't want to lose your eligibility to participate. How about you pick a suitable candidate for the competition? There's no need to pick. The tribe's strongest warrior already volunteered to be the war god's representative. Even without picking anyone, they're willing warriors, as you'd expect from a war god. The end result of the Path of Trials competition. It's not important to me as long as I get the thing back in the end.
Hmm?
Get the thing back? It doesn't matter if it was stolen or lent to humans to use as a prize. Whoever wins the competition, I will be waiting at the finish line. Yeah, buddy? The war god takes hold of the spear shaft buried inside the trunk and pulls it out without any resistance. With an expressionless face and a frivolous attitude, he turns toward the messenger god, chin raised. Nobody can take what belongs to me. Oh my. Oh no. Come on, bud, use your noggin. We know this. Aiden has 2 brain cells that like to sit on opposite corners of the noggin. Okay? Every once in a while, they just come together and just gently poke each other. But other than that, they are on completely opposite sides of the noggin. Man does not have a brain. It's empty up there. Sounds like a maraca when you shake him around. If I can't figure out what's off about Olivine and Quincy, I'm gonna eat my sandals. Calm down, buddy. I don't think they've actually done anything unreasonable. Aiden has 2 brain cells and Rin has custody of both right now, apparently. Dead ass. Oh no, I'm a little tired. Oh no. That's not good. Back to the temple, and I can hear those elemental spirits at it again. I refuse to use this jar to pour wine. Edmund? Oh no. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. My throat just decided that it wanted to give up there for a second. But we should be good now. Aiden hurries over and discovers the temple is still decorated for the banquet. What's different is that all the vessels for pouring wine and water have been broken. Meanwhile, one human servant is standing upright in the center of the temple, surrounded by elemental spirits. You've all agreed to the competition proposed by the messenger god, so before the final results, you should not touch the treasure. Eddie, be careful! Eddie, be careful! More wine cups explode up on the table, wine spilling onto the floor. I told you, expressing yourselves like this will not help you convince me. Please! Oi, oi, oi. Aren't you getting a bit carried away? Trying to sneakily use the jar. How could you have such fun without me? If you're gonna try the prize before the competition, why not make it fair and let everyone try it together? Servant, please pour us wine. With a straight face, the servant serves the banquet with the jar. Finally satisfied, unruly gods stop their restless act. Finally an end to the hubbub. Edmund, what happened? I was gathering intelligence nearby, but the moment I stepped into the temple, these gods impeded me and took me to the jar. They used various methods to get me to touch the jar. Just what was their intent? To tell you the truth, they didn't have any special intent. They just thought it was fun seeing you guess. What? Such trifling reason. Well, the other human servants are all quite obedient, and you're the only one who tried to understand them or express your opinion. They thought it was interesting. Although you seem to care a lot about the jar, which is why they wanted you to pick it up. It's because of their antics that the servants...
Hmm?
Oh, what have you witnessed? Yeah? Never mind. The jar is crucial in deciding whether we can leave the solution, so of course I care. I've acquired intelligence about the path of trials from the other servants. Do you know why the tribe's people only have to pass half the path of trials to become warriors? Now that you mention it, with such a dangerous path, passing half is a weird criteria. The people here believe that the sun can burn everything. Even the grain protected by the harvest god will wither due to the sun. If humans reach the end of the path of trials, they will be burned to death as they seek to look upon the sun.
Oh.
Oh, I've heard a myth like that. As a warning about droughts and high temperatures, the sun is described as something that can burn everything. Perhaps it is not a complete exaggeration. If the path of trials ends in terrain like the desert or leeward slope, then the legend might be a warning from the ancestors to avoid being struck by a heat wave. Maybe we can use the intel for our competition strategy. At the end, the path of trials is in the direction of the setting sun. If we set off during the day, we might be affected both by both heat and sunlight. You want to move during the night. Bingo! As expected of the Vice Captain of the Knights. Avoid the interference and save stamina as much as possible during the day. Then when night falls, I'll guide you under the cover of darkness to create distance. Let us do that then. I'm tired from running around and that alcohol on top. Want to catch some shut-eye? Aiden, when you entered the illusion, did you immediately know about the messenger god? Yeah, Olivine and Quincy and I all have the same thing, something like memories and feelings that seem to belong to the gods. I thought I merely played the role of a human servant as part of the illusion. Like you, the memories of a certain servant emerge in my mind from time to time.
What?
What? You know what the deal is with that servant? Not quite, but it's enough for me to understand why I came here, and why he hasn't left.
Oh.
That's new intel right there. How did the servant get here? That's not important. I let myself go on for far too long. It's late. I should return to the other servants so they won't think I've run away. Wife? Wife question mark? Wife? Question mark? As always, I'd been meticulous and cautious, but couldn't help but notice his expression as he was talking. Yeah, he seemed kind of disgusted. I worry for him. It's finally time for the competition to start. Even though I'm not taking part personally, I still feel nervous. Is Topper also worried whether he can make it out of the illusion? He's asking why the messenger god is also at the starting line. Polycule-wide mass hysteria. Oh god, oh no. I know. The whole polycule is going through it. It was the messenger god who proposed this race, so it's only natural for him to announce the start. You've all accepted the blessings of the gods and are carrying their wishes. You must pass through the various dangers and difficulties and reach the end of the trial. The ultimate victor can win the jar and personally offer it to the grandest of gods. The gods, attracted by the start of the race, are dancing around the messenger god's hands as bright spots of light. Look at this cup in my hand. The moment it hits the ground, the race begins. Everyone sure is starting off eager. Half the people have already pulled ahead. We have to follow and look. Yeah, you're right. We can't watch the race from over here. We have to follow our own candidates all the way. Wait, is this the same as us racing ourselves? Not quite. Don't forget, only by solving the crisis of humans encounter. Okay. Not quite. Don't forget that only by solving the crises the humans encounter can the gods show their might. Your candidates are too slow. Edmund and I agreed that he shouldn't go too fast at the start. He should first check the situation and converse his strategy. But the one furthest behind right now, is that Olivine's candidate? Yeah, actual trial of the Path of Trials is about to start. Hello? Hello? What? That's a little scary. That's a little scary, bro. That's a little scary. The terrain of the Path of Trials is treacherous. The first pass is narrow, with several starving monsters blocking the humans, eyeing them up like prey. This can't stop me. Oh. Quincy's representative rushed up front and knocked out the monster to break through. Slow will be blocked here. The monsters do not give chase to the candidates breaking through their first opportunity. Instead, they set their sights on the candidates, taking it slow and careful. Oh my god, people are gonna die. Oh! Ollie! Oh my god. You fucking cheater. What's going on? This song makes me feel floaty. Please, have a rest. Shit, Edmund! The sound of the harvest god's harp lulls the candidates and the monsters in the pass into a deep sleep. The harvest god's candidate, originally falling behind, begins to catch up, followed closely behind by the servant with long flowing hair. Great, Edmund didn't get hit. You're interfering with the competition. I'm merely blessing my candidate with a victory song. How does that amount to interfering? Your representatives have taken the lead, while the messenger god's representative has intentionally let himself fall behind since the start of the race. Only in light of that did I decide to bestow my blessing. Please don't worry, I'm eliminating the competition. Harvest God, take care of your own duty. Don't rob me of mine. Oh, no. Wow, motherfucker! Why do you do this to my ears? Oh, he pissed. The war god takes a step forward and slams the fist into the mountain wall. Oh no. Edmund, don't go forward. A rupture appears where the war god's fist struck, followed by murky water spouting from the rock. You're breaking the path of the race. Now that's interfering, war god. Get it through to you. The path of trials has always been my territory. Oh. The war god swings his spear and cuts down a huge tree. The massive trunk topples, blocking the gushing water. As dust fills the air, several candidates use the opportunity to break through. Much of the terrain here was shaped by me during battle. The entire path of trials is the war god's blessing. That includes these changes. Are you sure that's alright? The other gods are watching. The harvest god approaches the war god. No longer do flowers bloom underneath his feet. Instead, the grass withers with every... Oh! Oh my god. That's actually terrifying a little bit. Oh my god, that's actually kind of terrifying. If you only ever use imperious means to satisfy your desire for battle, you will just make the other gods hate you more, war god. Changing the climate and manipulating the harvest according to your fickle whims, playing with humans' faith. To you who embodies desire, harvest god. The girls are fighting! The girls are fighting! Oh my god, the girls are fighting. Oh no, the girls are fighting. Oh no. Neither god budges an inch. Overflowing essence spreads and surges, a terrifying rumble running through the ground. Oh, wait a minute. Quincy, Olivine, what's going on with you two? Don't fight! No, they're not Quincy and Olivine. They're... They're gods, fighting over treasure and ultimately causing disaster because of their essence. Oh my. The moment the thought hits him, the messenger god flies into the air and distances himself from the two gods. It looks like the competition won't have a conclusion. If this goes on, shit will hit the fan. I'll meet up with Edmund first and let him know about Quincy and Olivine. Aiden looks down. Amidst the turmoil and rumbling, the tiny humans are still racing along the path of trials as if their lives depend on it. Missing, however, is the ever-conspicuous blue hair. Oh no! Edmund, he's gone? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. None of this is good. None of this is good. I'm so concerned. Oh my god, none of that is good. Well, here we go, I guess. I hate when Mom and Dad fight. No. As expected, no one's standing. Edmund! Edmund! What are you doing? What is happening? The jar stands in the center of the temple for anyone to touch. I just need to take it and I'll be able to realize my wish. The War God's jug can only increase what's put inside of it. It's not some wishing jar that realizes whatever you want. Oh. You really do care a lot about this jar. I'm guessing it wasn't your strategy to leave the track during the race. The idea of the servant, am I right? Don't tell me. I can't have my own thoughts. My house, my tribe, everything was built through the hard work of myself and my fellow tribesmen. Even without the gods' blessing, we can live good lives. Those gods merely heard about my deeds and abducted me here for my look. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought happened. Yep. Those gods merely heard about my deeds and abducted me here for my looks. Yet all I can do is pour wine. I was right. Like Quincy and Olivine, a different consciousness is woken inside of Edmund. Even if the gods promised to protect my tribe trapped here, how will I know if they kept their promise? Well, don't tell me you want to take the jar back to bring tribe glory and riches. Oh god, I can't read. Glory and riches. Why would I want something like that? The servant grabs the jar by the handle and raises it aloft, threatening the messenger god with a gesture. If the god's power is to put inside the jar and it never runs out, my tribe will no longer have to rely on the gods. Perhaps they can let the gods, having lost their power, understand how powerless normal humans are. For better or for worse, I'm also a god. Why not come over and give it a try right now? See if you can put my power inside the jar. You. Why hesitate? The you I know, the Edmund I know, isn't such a coward. You come here. Under the servant's gaze, the messenger god puts his hand up and steps over. Alright, I'm gonna try putting my godly power into the jar. As the messenger god speaks, he slowly lowers his hand and reaches for the jar's opening. I'm sorry. Aiden takes hold of the jar's opening and gives a hard tug, yet fails to pull the treasure from the servant's hand. You were up to no good after all. Don't think you can trick me with just your words. The messenger god can only rely on his words. What else can I do? I beg you, Edmund, let it go. No, you let go. The servant grabs the tray the jar was placed on before it strikes the messenger god's hand holding the jar. Oh, shit! Silver light reflects off the platter and stings the messenger god's eyes. He unconsciously closes his eyes and waits for the pain to hit. Oh. The tray does indeed hit hands, yet the hands beaten blue are the servant's own. The messenger god reflexively holds the jar tightly in his embrace and withdraws several steps. Edmund! Illusion. Constructed by essence. It's also a kind of magic. Resistance must be possible. Don't look down on the power of the Grand Sorcerer has given. Oh! I hate the devs. I'm gonna fight the devs. I'm gonna fight the devs. I'm gonna personally fight the devs. I swear to God, you motherfuckers! They are literally the ones blessed by God. The clan members are literally the ones blessed by God. Fuck! Devs, come! I hate you guys so much. Why was that so good? They are literally the ones blessed by God. They're literally the ones blessed by God. That's actually wild. Man, right? Right? Edmund, your hand. Are you back to normal? I'm fine. Hurry, take the jar out of here. Just hold on for a little bit longer. I'll end the competition right now and make the illusion disappear. Unable to deal with the looks of gods or humans, the messenger god flies on and on with the jar in his embrace. If we're all being affected, we'll just repeat the battle of the gods, and even if the competition goes on. Replaying is one thing. The problem is that we're the ones doing the replaying. Even if it's not our own will, everything said and done just won't disappear from our memories after we've left the illusion. Anger and aversion well up inside Aiden's chest, his surging emotions and impassioned will turning into words. You guys want to play? Then we'll play! Oh, this is exactly what happened, huh? Destroying the treasure so no one can take it and no one can claim greatness. Maybe that's how it should end. Oh. That's probably exactly what happened. There is no changing anything. There is no changing anything. After making up his mind, Aiden flies straight to the competition. Aiden is pulled from the air and back to the ground as if something took hold of his limbs. He nearly loses his grip of the jar. I barely finished speaking, and you're already here? Aren't you way too fast? You want to see who wins so bad? Come on, you already know how it ends. I bet you just don't want to accept the facts. I'm breaking the rules? If you want to see how things end differently, don't let your power affect Quincy and Olivine. Just let us have our race, alright? What, now you want to take my power away? It's way too late for that. Aiden grits his teeth and releases essence in an attempt to pit himself against the furious gods. If I'm no longer a messenger god, I'll immediately get kicked out of the illusion, won't I? You've been enjoying this show for such a long time, and now you want to cut it off before the end? Oh my god. Devs, when I catch you, honestly, Devs, when I fucking catch you, swear to God, it is on site, you motherfuckers. Did I convince them? Whatever. Now that they've loosened their grip, I better hurry and take the jar. And here I thought the messenger god had no interest in the grand title and took his leave early. You were wrong, Harvest God. I told you he's sly. What's up? You two finally smooth things over? As always, the messenger god loves telling jokes. The war god and I have always had our disagreements, but in the past it was you who mediated everything. Boring disagreements aren't as important as winning. You. Where are you going with the jar? I've thought it over. We left the jar at the temple, but the place where the winner will be decided is at the end of the Path of Trials, right? It'd be embarrassing if we didn't have a trophy when we present the award. So that's why I'm escorting the jar to the finish. That's all there is to it. There's no way I can beat Quincy and Olivine in a fight. I better create some distance while they're not paying attention. Watch the spear! Aiden seizes the opportunity to launch himself into the air, but he's immediately intercepted before he can get away. A huge burst of lightning splits the mountain wall in half, the flying shards of rock forcing the messenger god down. Quincy and Olivine haven't raised a hand, but now it's you guys again? Just can't help it, can you? Before Aiden can finish his protestations, he's hammered by rain, tangling him in essence and forcing him to the ground once more. And waiting him on the ground is a blazing wall of fire. If first lightning and rain, now fire? You'd rather exhaust your godly power than let us realize our wish? Just, why the hell are you so damn persistent? Quincy and Olivine. Will they also join the gods and use violence to stop me? Olivine! Quincy! I'm here! As Aiden yells, heat assaults his throat, making it nearly impossible to breathe. The power of growth and harvest. I implore you to calm the earth and restore life. Clear, familiar voice sounds through the wall of fire, followed by strong winds spreading out from underneath Aiden's feet in a circle that creates a gap in the fire. A hand reaches through the gap, unafraid of the heat, and takes hold of Aiden's arm.
Eito!
Hurry! We're leaving through here. Olivine? You're back. No, the gods are still trying to affect you? I'm fine. I can still move. But you better get out quickly, or you'll be attacked again. Alright. Clutching the jar, Aiden turns around when a huge blast of lightning descends. As the lightning surges, the war god brandishes his spear and changes the path of the lightning, causing it to strike away from the trio. Don't always talk in dangerous places. What are you planning to do? According to Edmund's intel, the end of the path's trials is closest to the sun, and the sun can burn everything. I just want to destroy this jar. If this stuff doesn't end, the god's persistence and anger will continue to spread, just like when the two were being controlled. Even though this is an illusion, I don't want to see another sight like in the mural, and I want to let you two do everything. And I want to let you two do what? Okay. Yep, there we go. I had to read that first before I could, actually comprehend. Even though this is an illusion, I don't want to see another sight like that in the mural, and I want to see you two do anything you'll regret even less. Before Aiden can finish, another lightning strike descends. The war god swings his spear once more. Then hurry up and go. I don't have enough power to fly that far. We have to get as close to the end as possible, then I fly for the sun with the jar. Understood. I'll open a path. Mr. Quincy, please protect Aiden. The earth is shattered by the indignant gods, making it difficult to proceed. The harvest god runs in front, causing plants to grow in cracks and fill the gaps to make a path for the messenger god, following closely behind. Meanwhile, behind them, the war god blocks every lightning strike, every rock, and every flame with his spear. No good. I can't make the plants grow fast enough to keep up with the destruction caused by the gods. There's no more road ahead. Little devil, how much further until you can fly? I don't know. Maybe I can try right now? Blocking another lightning strike, the war god turns to look back at the pursuers. He holds out his spear behind him, extending it to the messenger god. Oh, yes! Yeet his ass! Hold on tight. Feeling the weight in his hands increase, the war god tightens his grip on the spear and raises his head to the bright sun in the sky. Go. Oh. The roaring wind almost splits the messenger god's eardrums, while the distant sun grows brighter and bigger as if heading in this direction. It's so hot. My skin feels like it's sizzling. I want to get away. There's only a little bit left, and I'll be able to end this farce. I can't give up. The sphere imbued with the war god's power brings Aiden most of the way. When he feels it's about to go down, Aiden begins to fly using his own power. The sun is so close. It better not be a scam. Precious offerings, grand gods, you can all just burn to a crisp. Stop causing messed up conflicts. Aiden uses all his strength to hurl the jar at the huge scorching sun. The golden jar melts quickly, and the gemstones decorating it falling down, turning into balls of fire before burning out. That should do it. The wings of the messenger's god's head catch fire. Aiden tries to put it out in a panic when suddenly he begins to fall as he loses the ability to fly. Oh my god, he has been Icarus! What's going on? God's power is inside of me, but I can't fly anymore. Aiden's insides are pushed upward, and even his soul feels like it's about to leave his body. The speed of his fall dazes the messenger god. Even if it's an illusion, falling from such a great height, what will happen to me? Aiden! Am I hearing things? It sounds like someone's calling me. On 3, we release our essence. No time. Now. They're making a net to catch him. They're making a net to catch him. The boys. Aiden only lives this long because the boys protect him. He would be dead by now. There have been so many instances where this motherfucker should be dead. He only lives because the boys protect him. They love him so much. Dumbass. The brown-haired youth slips out of consciousness and can no longer hear the worried cries coming from the ground. All that remains is blurred vision and scorching sun quickly getting farther and farther away, boundless radiance enveloping his body and mind. Last part already, yippee! Oh, we're back to normal. Am I dead? You're not dead, Aiden. We caught you. This place. It's the ruins from before. Who needs a brain with so many strong boyfriends, honestly? We're back? Oh, Double is so worried. You all get up first. Oh, apologies. Mr. Quincy was responsible for the center of the Essence Net, which is why we're all on top of him right now. I'm sorry, what? Anyway, as long as everyone's fine.
Hmm?
Is he carrying all three of them? Was he just carrying all three of them? Oh my god! They still want to do something. Were we too crude in breaking the illusion? But I like the ending Aiden arranged. In any case, we should leave these ruins first so we don't get into any more trouble. Oh, wait, there. Aiden unconsciously extends a hand. The moment his fingertips touch the spot of light, intense light spills out like glass breaking. A series of images flashes before everyone's eyes. They have something to say. Back then, the final winner was the messenger god. When the god's fighting led to disaster, the messenger god bribed the servant guarding the jar and won the treasure. Though that calmed the dispute, the harvest god and war god were furious and no longer willing to convey their words through the messenger god. Struck by disaster and with no way to receive blessings, the humans complained on and began to make fewer offerings. To regain trust, the messenger god had no choice but to destroy the treasure. But when he approached the sun, he burned himself along with the treasure. Following the messenger god's passing, the humans and gods no longer had a way to communicate, and the people stopped worshipping the gods. Without anyone to look after the temple, it fell into decline and was buried. Those images just now, did they show the past of the ancient elemental spirits? They're fragments of the memories of the past gods. Man, this sucks. We went all out for the competition, but the end result didn't differ one bit from what happened back then. I do think it's different. At least with how you arrange things, the War God and Harvest God didn't break with the Messenger God. Even in an illusion, that was too chaotic. Aiden, have the elemental spirits left? If they have yet to leave, could you ask them to let Mr. Wales research the ruins? After all, what we experienced in the illusion can't be used as academic material. It should be fine to keep up the research. They've gone back deep inside. They don't seem to be planning anything else for the moment. Oh, they came running back with more to say. What? We had a lot of fun. We'll let you off the hook for now. Damn it! We were the ones letting you off the hook! Ugh. This is truly detestable. Why were you the only ones who could enter the illusion and witness the time period with your own eyes? Though I can understand his excitement having gone through all of that myself, I feel like telling him to enter the illusion and get his ass kicked. The truth of the illusion can't be verified. I believe actual fieldwork still makes for the most reliable research. At least we've ascertained the truth about the source of essence. So, Mr. Wales, please remain calm and wait for the research permit to come down from above.
Hmm?
Huh? Where'd Quincy go? Aiden turns to look around and finds the quiet man has fallen behind, looking at a tribesperson not too far off. The tribesperson bends over and makes offerings at an altar full of flowers and fruit. Oh. Is that how they make offerings here? Yeah. Every tribe has its own culture. It's probably a ceremony to express thanks. I see. In that case, I'll offer my thanks as well. Be it in the ruins or the elemental spirits, despite all the chaos, being able to make it back safely with everyone is worth thanking. Thank you, God of Klein, for keeping us safe from harm and strengthening my faith. I am thankful matters did not escalate and we returned safely. Double! What you just expressed your gratitude to is the tribe's relic. Oh, no. No! 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 Ugh. I'm gonna lose my mind. A relic? You mean this black shard on the altar? Looks like an artifact dug up from the ruins. Although belief in gods is not barely existent anymore, because this tribe is so distant, it has preserved some traditions and legends that are impossible to verify through research. According to legend, long ago there used to be a drunkard who had spent his days in the village drinking himself into a stupor. He bragged that he had heard the words of the gods and could steal their treasure. Shortly after, he really brought back a large water jar. This shard is part of that jar. Oh my fucking god. Unfortunately, a severe drought occurred not long after. Many believed that the gods had punished them in anger because their treasure had been stolen. What do you think? Many of the elements of the relic's legend overlap with the mural in the ruins, don't they? I wonder if there's a connection. Oh. Same! Everyone looks at each other, unsure of how to respond. Only when the passionate researcher leaves do the others begin to mumble as if having just woken from a dream. Mr. Will's story sure is interesting. After hearing that, I feel like we can finally connect the dots. I would venture a guess that the drunkard from the legend might have been some god who can't hold his liquor and recklessly stole the war god's treasure. He very likely was of unsound mind and lost the treasure, which was then found by other people from the tribe. The Knights receive reports of this nature every so often. The ribbon on the jar wasn't the war god's. Maybe the messenger god also headed that? The words on them meaning as the one who dared steal the war god's treasure, he is a grand being? I didn't think you'd go straight for the kill, Olivine. No one said who an actual culprit was. Oh, we can't say the name? Now that we've figured out what happened, the whole thing feels even more like a farce. Whether the mural in the ruins, the legend of the relic, or even the experiences in the illusion, no one knows the truth about any of it. All that effort only to cause a quarrel among the gods so bad that everyone forgets about them, the one who was responsible in the first place. Which turns out to be the messenger god who tried so hard to communicate. God fucking damn it! Man! The intense sunlight illuminates the earth without distinction. Amidst the faint scent of flowers and grass, the young man's soft grumbling is carried off by the gentle breeze. Deep inside the quiet ruins, something seems to stir. Humans, oh humans. Thank you for remembering us. I wish you could see me with my head in my hands right now. Be so fucking serious. Be so fucking serious with me. Glasses off. Motherfucker. 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 Well, that's as good as an ending we could have gotten. That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. That was good. That was pretty good. I I still cannot believe this stupid motherfucker be so serious. Oh my god. No, that's event story prayer. That's what we're doing. Are there any boosts? Not really. No. I would just run these. Glasses are coming off because I've seen enough. Honestly. Ugh. I'm so absolutely 110% for real right now with this motherfucker. Can we talk about the stupid ass like fucking blocking his eyes out and everything? That's so dumb. I like that ending. Oh wait, did I hit play again? Whoops. But I hit back to map. Ah. Anyway. That was pretty good. Devs, when I fucking catch you, motherfuckers. Devs, when I catch you, I swear, it is on site. Because what the clan members are literally the ones blessed by God because of fucking Huey, the gems. They're literally the ones blessed by God, you motherfucker. Him getting white girl wasted was foreshadowing. I can't even. Like, I thought it was just like a throwaway. I thought it was just bullshit, you know, for haha giggles, you know, whatever the fuck. And it was just hee hee ha ha hoo hoo, look at him, he's getting drunk, it's funny. It was foreshadowing. It was fucking foreshadowing. Man. Can you imagine it fucking up that badly though? Can you imagine fucking up that badly? Actually wild. And this motherfucker died for it too. This motherfucker got drunk, fucked up, and then and he fucking died for it. Bitch! How do you do that? I did it. Messenger God, oh, the creature that you are. Messenger God, the creature that you are. Oh god, I love that one. Oh, do I not have enough? Daisy. Oh, yeah, let me little boosty boost. So that was fun. Watching the girls fight was also really good. And in an entire era of gods for what? A night on the town? Wild. Oh my god. Watching... So like, I know it wasn't Olivine, but at the same time, watching Olivine go just a little extra sassy. Like, he should be allowed to do that. Olivine should be allowed to do that. He should be allowed to be sassy and, like, spiteful, you know, a little tricky. He should be allowed to do that. Oh my god. These are the servants. Wow. Yeah, that wasn't Olivine, but at the same time that was very sexy of Olivine. That was not Olivine, but at the same time that was very sexy of Olivine to do that. I would like to see Olivine square up against people who are much bigger and like more powerful than him. Olivine should get a turn with Kuya's bastard attitude as a treat. He deserves it. He deserves a little time with it. Also, a little disappointed there wasn't much Yuri, but I also can't, like, I don't know what I expected. You know, I don't know what I could have possibly expected. It was only an SR, so obviously Edmund's not gonna be in it that much, but at the same time, God, I would love to see just his fucking reaction to Olivine's outfit and just him doing his little gay boy thing of being extremely fucking gay. Interesting that it changes color. I need more Yuri. I need more at Ollie Yuri. I should draw that at some point. I should draw some at Ollie Yuri. That would be cute.
闇のかけらの匂いだ。悩み事は俺に任せろ。これが俺とカエルの魔法だ。
Do I think that I could survive these? No. No, we're good. We're fine. And because he was possessed or whatever. Anyway, yeah, that was a fun event. I really liked that event. Not like my most favoriteest event, but pretty good event, pretty solid, very entertaining. Did its job. You know, did its job. So yeah. Man, I'm not gonna stop thinking about the Ed Ollie area now. I need more of it. Oh, I'm already full on that. I need more of it. Anyway. Everybody was here. Goodness, it's so yawning. And we're done before the 3-hour mark. Yippee, we're done early. Anybody who came here to the stream, I hope you enjoyed it. If you stayed the whole time, if you stayed only for a little while, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. Yeah. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all on Twitter. I'll see y'all on the Twitter. Thanks, I really appreciate it. I have fun going through the events with you guys too. But also, like, I'm really sorry that I was like late. I would have done it last week, but life is things, and things are bad, and but I did it today, so yay. Honestly, if I knew that I had 2 weeks left on this thing, I would have waited longer, and you guys would have waited longer, and I'm so sorry about that. But thank you, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks in advance for the Yuri. Oh, you are going to get so much Yuri, trust me. I hope everyone has a good evening. I will catch you guys later on the Twitter or wherever. On the Discord if y'all know me there. Bye bye.